to you live from the meth capital of California. It's Dave. Hey, how the hell is everyone doing? And you guys probably already heard we have a co-host just in case other Dave does not show up. Come here, other host. Because everyone loves a kitty. But kitty does not love everyone. Hi, say hi, kitty. Hi. He's like, you're a bastard. Why are you touching me without my permission? Whoa, Jesus. I hope everybody is doing well. Sounds like I'm coming through okay. I think I am. Yeah. Look over there. Some of you guys have gotten previews. She's over there. I think I can make her in focus. Oh, there she is. Right there. Let's go through the chat real quick. We have Gunpla Fixation, aka Jim, coming in with us up with the gold star. We have Rudy with the silver star. Sup, boys? We have Patrick Lindbergh with a message retracted. We have Patrick Lindbergh with the bronze star. Yo. We have myself. We have that's it. Where is everybody? It's Tuesday. It's not fapping day. It's not OnlyFans day. It's not a Super Bowl day. I don't know what's going on. We have Legato Starwind. What's your overall opinion on the quality for B Club resin kits? And we have Leona's workshop with the bronze star, and I guess Legato gets the aluminum star. I will be absolutely perfectly honest. B Club kits, I have only touched 2, and they were old kits. I don't even know how I ended up getting them in my possession. I ended up giving them to someone else. I don't know. They were average resin kits. Like, they weren't anything spectacular. How would I put it? The best way I can put it, if you have any knowledge of like Warhammer and the minis and stuff like that, it's the equivalent of getting something like this in plastic, which is flawless and perfect, and getting something the equivalent from Forge World that's in resin, that the detail is there. Do I need to take off my shirt? Anon 369. I mean, I will. No, I won't. I actually won't. Nobody wants to see that, especially Leona. But anyway, it's the equivalent. Like, they were okay, but keep in mind the castings that I had was they were okay. They weren't anything absolutely spectacular. You guys do not have enough money for me to take off my shirt. I'm sorry. I know I'm a guy and so on and so forth, but I'm pretty sure my tatas are probably bigger than Leona's right now. Just saying. Before we get into... Wait, yeah, you definitely don't have enough money for that, Leona. But tune into my OnlyFans. That's free. It's only $1 to get in. So, how would I end up doing this? I guess I could finagle it. The detail on what are where it's at. Yeah. Let's see. Legato, thanks for answering my question. There's a couple B Club kits that I'm thinking about buying. I don't know how the newer ones are. I'll be honest. Maybe Jim can answer. I don't know. Hold on. Wait a minute. Da 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 da. Do. We are going to find out what this is. I don't know what that is. Detect language. Till. Now what? Someone's going to English. Translate from Scottish Gaelic. I don't even know. I don't even know what that translates to. I'm sorry. They came out in the Army 90s. Okay, so does anybody want to take a look at the monstrosity that I ended up creating with this real quick before I end up getting into some of the Hainu? I know Leona does. And I'm pretty sure Jim probably does. All right. Let's see. So I'm going to keep you guys with this view just so you can see what I go through for you. Because I think I'm going to have to try to do this. How's that view? Let me switch over to that. That's kind of... It'll have to do. That's not going to quite catch it all. Well, that ought to do. That's a different angle. Right there. That should be good. You're late, Jim. You're late. I don't know if you were in the bathroom or what the hell you were doing. Nothing really. I'm about to show this beauty to you guys. And make sure I don't break anything. I wasn't prepared for this. Well, I kind of was, but I kind of wasn't. Okay, so we have the base. There, that's a little bit better. This is gonna be kind of hard to see, so everyone just his man boobs. Yeah, no, not yet, not yet. Not quite enough money. Not quite enough money. Okay. Legato said, now gonna go read some Berserk manga. Awesome. Hey, Djibouti. Okay, so here's the base. It is still in two pieces. I haven't decided what I want to do, whether I want to put light in here, have some light coming out from cracks and stuff. I don't know. But this is the base. And yes, as you can see, there's some magnets in here. Yeah. Spinning around to this side, and I'm going to make a mess of this, but so we have the first leg, which is going to go right into over here. And then his foot. Then we have the second leg. Right into there. All right. Try and get this where it's about right so everything shows. We have his body. Snaps in. We have his head. Snaps in. We have one arm. Come on. It helps if I put the right side in. One arm. Two arms. Some hands. All right, so for her, I still need to run the rods through on this one because she's so big. I'm choosing to run rods this way through the leg instead of straight down. I find I get a little more stability out that way. Where's your boots? Because she's got to have boots. This one, I actually have several magnets, and I got a couple here and a couple here just for added stability. That's going to snap in there. There's magnets here. Of course, there's magnets here. And damn it, I might have to tilt up a little bit more. Ooh, this is super professional. Oh yeah. All right. Now there's probably not enough light to focus, but anyway. Next we have her skirt, because right now she has no pants on. I do need to sand, and I am going to put a rod right back here, just for some added support. It holds just fine, but just for added like tilting support. And so I found I did not need the glue because, of course, this chest part here is actually, ooh, that's harsh. That's harsh. Okay, this chest part is actually separate, which I actually like that fact, but it fits so tightly in there. I didn't magnetize that. I didn't need to do any of that. Her coat right here, magnetized, of course. Torso goes on. Head, hair, left arm, right arm, right hand, and come on, get in there, get in your home. And that is it. I do need to hit it with just a little heat in some sections just to close up a few gaps, but other than that, I freaking I love how this ended up going together. Everything actually was pretty good. Of course, there is some sanding that needed to be done, so that's, you know, that's typical. There are currently I think 50 1/4" in 52 magnets throughout the whole kit. There are 4 in 52 1/8" magnets just for the hands, because they don't need to be that big. So this sucker is not going anywhere. Let's see here. What's everyone talking about? Let's see here. Sorry, David, you must paint this one. And I probably will. I've been talking with Jim about paint schemes, and you know what? Actually, after watching some, I think I actually am going to keep with the black hair on this. I thought it looked bland, but once I do what I think I plan on doing as far as color schemes and everything on him, black with some gray highlights and stuff like that, I think it'll look good. Let's see here. No LEDs, no gimmicks, just or never get it done. Just remember KISS. So I wasn't planning on doing any LEDs in this. What I was planning on is I have this little guy, which came from like a Christmas decoration. Now I was going to replace this bulb with a LED bulb to go in there. And do a soft warm light in there, just soft, that will give a glow through some of the cracks and stuff like that. So I'm going to test that and see how it looks, but I'm not doing anything crazy as far as LEDs or anything like that. This does not need it. I think this is going to do great. I think this is going to probably be the first piece that I end up putting into the spray booth, and I'm doing this so you guys can watch, just in case it goes sideways. But it didn't. That is 23 inches of resin right there. And it weighs a ton. So yeah, I'm going to put some extra pins into those ankles and then go from there. I'm going to change the view here real quick so you guys are not looking at el cracho. And I think that should do. All right, awesome. Where is my brush? Where is my brush? Let's see here. No lights. Does her left hand rest against her hip? It looks like it's in the air. It is a little bit in the air, but I think once I hit that arm with some heat, it'll settle into its correct position. But it does kind of sit off the hip. 23 inches. Oh my god, you guys are freaking hilarious, cracking me up. Okay, so what are we going to do? Well, since I've had this scene on my desk for the last, I don't know, 10 videos or something like that, I figured I would finish off the shoulders. There's not a whole lot to finish on this guy. I'm not going to go super late. I'm looking at probably about 9 o'clock. So about 2 hours. I already sent out an APB to a couple friends that if I end up missing and not doing a live stream tomorrow, that I may be dead, murder may be involved, and to find out where my wife is, because she's the prime suspect. Because my new scooter for me to build, tweak, modify, try and break, try and fix, and overall improve, because evidently the company actually liked the changes and stuff that I made to the first scooter that I got from them, that they want me to see what all I can do to this one to make it better, because evidently I made a decent amount of money on the other and I didn't really get any royalties. I get some affiliate stuff, but no bad stuff tonight. Only Rockstar, and only that one. And then I did get chewed out for my fault. Leon, I think, chewed me out a little bit, and a couple of other people. I actually have a ton of kits that I've never even done unboxings on, which are all from Dead to Death, which are all downstairs in boxes. And I was told that I should at least do unboxings on them, since he was kind enough to send them over for you guys to view. So I will probably start cranking out or stockpiling some for random days. So I think I already got all these pieces cleaned up. I'm not sure what that piece goes to. I don't think I ended up finding out on this guy. None, as far as I remember, none of the original pieces for the shoulders get used. This is all a brand new build. It's a whole new build. So for these, your little piping piece, I want to zoom in just a little bit, not too much. Your little piping piece is going to go to the lower side, And then these pieces are going to go in like so. This is going to be kind of tricky because you're going to have to like hold it together. So we're going to do like that. And I think needs a little more cleanup. So how was everyone's weekend? If you watched the Super Bowl at all, did you have fun? I actually kept forgetting that there was a Super Bowl. I'm not a big sports fan anyway. So, I mean, I didn't really miss anything. Ric Flair in the house. Woo! Djibouti says, too much snow here. Yeah, you guys been getting a ton of snow. Where is, there we are. I got stuff on both sides of my desk. I tried to make it all ergonomic, and all my regular stuff is not in their ergonomic spot. It's just laying around my desk. Definitely stay tuned. Also, if you're into tools and stuff, I will have a review of this guy coming. It is pretty damn cool. It does have a few quirks, which I go over in the review. Send some of that here. Like, I want some snow, Djibouti. But after my theoretical package arrives tomorrow. Theoretically, I got a tracking number this morning, but then I got another tracking number this evening. It's kind of weird how they end up doing things when they ship to me. Oh God, yes, I do. I will call in sick. I will call in dead if it starts snowing here. In fact, I already told everybody the day that it starts snowing here, like legitimately snowing, I will walk the fuck out. Like, I'm clocking out and going, peace, because I want to go out in the snow. And I want to watch the mad craziness that are people here in Fresno, because no one knows how to drive in snow. Hell, they don't even know how to drive in rain. Hey, what's up, John? How are you? I'm just trying not to screw up anything. No alcohol tonight, so the odds of that, of me screwing up something, is actually probably fairly high. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Do do do. No, not tonight. I think I'm gonna reserve shots to Friday nights. Though I do have to say, I actually think some of those may have saved me from some misery Thursday night going into Friday morning. But man, I was miserable on Friday. Saturday wasn't as bad. I still wasn't feeling like super hot. But man. All right, so we're going to hold out here for a couple seconds. Let's see. Resin Modeler. Yo Dave. Oh, come on. No. I mean, you guys can make the donations and we'll rack them up for Friday night. Like, I don't really care. But I'm not doing it tonight. Nicest hangover ever. Yeah, you know I'm bad when all the girls at work are like, "Oh, are you okay? Because you've only said 7 words at work today." And one of those was, "Good morning, how are you?" Let's see. That's what happens when you mix meds with alcohol. I wasn't even taking meds. Well, okay, I guess the vaccine was considered a med, but is it really? Is it really, really? Okay, so here is those together. And then, so I also wanted to talk about something that I had planned, which is the new schedule. So I wanted to try this out, see what you guys thought. Vaccines and shots, sign me up. So I got my hands on the Vox 1100 LED Mirage Napalm Launcher. How long do you take to build one? I haven't ever built one. I reviewed one or unboxed one, but I never built one. So, but I think Dead to Death can probably answer that question because I'm pretty sure that he has at some point. So the new schedule that I'm going to try and do for right now is Tuesdays, today, is going to be High New Day. Wednesday is going to be Kshatriya Day, as long as I don't end up smashing it with a hammer. Thursdays is going to be whatever that I am working on to review at that time. So like this week, we will finish building the real grade Sosby. And I think once I'm all done, like one stream, I'm going to add all the metal bits and everything. And then we're going to prime it. I don't know if I'm going to paint it or give it away. Give it away, give it away, give it away now. So you guys in chat actually get to choose on that. But so there's that. And then Friday is going to be a free-for-all. I could work on resin figures. I could work on plastic kits. I could be doing a show and tell on how to do things or just painting. It could be anything. Friday is going to be a free-for-all. That's when, if you guys want to donate throughout the week or you guys want to donate on Fridays and try and get me all jacked up, that's the day that I will be doing whatever shots. I don't know if you guys like watching me try and kill myself with gasoline or if you want me to do actual alcohol that doesn't burn my esophagus going down. But I probably won't make the same faces, so it won't be as fun. I'm just trying to keep you entertained. Actually, the only piece for the shoulders that do get used is, of course, this little piece. And I'm going to suggest, I'm not going to do it right now. Actually, you know what? I am going to do it right now. It is time. It is time for the chopper. Get into the chopper. Because I've been meaning to do this for a while. I think that claw plate will work. Everything is beautiful in its own way. Let's see here. So Dead to Death is answering the question about the Mirage. Oh, helps if I put it on the right Velcro. All right. If you like scratch building and you want to do part and make your own parts and things like that, plot plate stuff, one of these, freaking awesome. Let me get these out of the way. Don't think I need them right now. So I need approximately 5 millimeters by 10, actually about 9. Will 10 work? Yeah, we'll go a little bit extra. We'll go 10. Okay, so I need 5 by 10. I got 5 on it. Can't fully sing the song because I'll get band 5 on it. Alright. I'm sorry, you can't see. All I'm doing is marking the plot plate right where I want to cut it. So there's my 5. Okay. So there's 5. And I need 10. Actually, if I cut this right in half, it should work. All right. One of these little guys makes your life so much easier. Like so much easier. Perfect. Okay. Where is our display tweezers? Here are our display tweezers. Let's see here. Wait. Was Schwarzenegger a good governor? Honestly, I don't know. I don't think so. Like, everyone complained about him. I don't think he was as bad as the governor we have, if I'm completely honest. All right, so I'm going to put that on just like that, and then we're going to get some Tamiya extra thin. No, this the white piece actually I believe goes in the arm, but I think we already did the arm, so we're going to let that one sit. And while we're doing one, we're going to do the other. But wait, where the flower is the other thing? Oh no. Say they so. Ugh. Raggy. So we look in the parts bin of the high note and find the missing shoulder piece. Actually, you know what? It may just be back here in this crap. Let's see. No. There it is. Yeah, so I would probably do this part before you put it all together. I'm choosing to go ahead and do it now because I don't care. And I want to do it now. And you can bevel these edges and make them all pretty and everything. I'm not going to worry about that right this minute, especially with it being on the inside. You're really not going to end up seeing it. We'll let that set up for a little bit. Let's see here. Honestly, he didn't do anything, but he also didn't do any harm, so no impact, Governor. That makes sense. I know a lot of people had like hope that he would do good things, and let's see here. Honestly, he didn't. Good morning, Dr. Hasoon. How are you? And hey, Angawa, how are you? Hope you guys are doing well. Okay, let's finish building up this bitch. We're going to add on some parts. And technically, I would just add these on now. Like, it does. They show building up everything and then adding all these parts, but I don't think it really matters. So this vent's going to go into here. Pretty sure that was a little more glue than I intended. So the good part about this new Scoot arriving possibly tomorrow is I need to take time and completely, I don't want to say break it down, but I do need to kind of tear it apart and pull out all the screws, fix loose parts, put Loctite on all the screws, all that kind of stuff. Okay, so that one goes in there. Man, I don't know if I don't necessarily like this applicator because it goes from, oh, here's a little glue to a bleh. Do 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 do. Okay, let's see here. Lara may pass out again. Don't mind me. Woo. Let's see. Haven't seen it. What's your opinion? Anime Fate Zero. Just started watching it myself. Where's Dead to Death? Fate Zero, pretty good. Saber looks fantastic in the suit. Yeah, I actually. So John is the one that got me into the Fate series. Man, I couldn't stop watching them. And then, of course, he'd tease me with, oh, hey, guess what? In 2 or 3 years, they're going to be making another one. 2 or 3 years? What the hell? I don't have 2 or 3 years to wait. But I did. And we did. And it was all good. So for right now, okay, I gotta get my trusty glue. I'm about to set off Djibouti right now. He's like, I see you glue so that you weren't doing that shit. Yep, I know. And I truly do appreciate it. And now we just hold it. Let's see here. Patrick Lindbergh, anyone ever used E7 paint before? I picked some up, and it's super thick. I haven't. So I like the paint that you sent me, Djibouti, but it does not like. I realize this other one, this stuff in the tube is gel too. This is not gel, of course. You know, it doesn't say gel. But I find that this just it sets faster. Like that one piece that I put in here, it's still a little wiggly. I know you guys probably can't see that at all. Ah, sorry. There you go. Now we just hold it. So, my main purpose for putting that claw plate behind this hinge right here is so that it actually stays on there. So that will make things easier. Ow. Well, let's see here. Let's head over to Discord. Let's head over to Discord. So, I'm gonna pop over here, and then I'm gonna see about adding Leon. Hello, Leon. Thank you for calling Nightline. How may I help you? Hey, welcome to this channel. You gotta say something.
What do I gotta say?
That's about good. I just need to adjust your audio levels.
Quiet.
It was a little bit, but I got you good. I think. Can you guys hear Leon? Okay. Let's see here. Look, it would be nice made actual Phase Zero fighting game and not a visual novel game. There's not any good movie. Oh, they're having a conversation about anime weeb shit, which I am completely into. So, because I haven't had a chance to talk to you about your package arrived safe and sound and everything.
Oh yeah, dude. Sweet. Appreciate the stuff, man.
Oh, you're welcome.
I am fucking. I'm so hyped. I pre-ordered.
You pre-ordered what?
The Gojilus Gunner.
Oh.
Dude, I'm so hyped. I'm gonna have a giant dinosaur.
But this is good for that. It also doesn't move after you build it.
Hey, John.
Hey, Dave. Hey,
Yeah.
Leon.
So, I was trying to help Leon because he's been on the search for a freaking Gojulus.
You
And
mean the one that they reprint like every year, even though they said that they were only going to do one run and never again, and then they just somehow just do another variant or color every year, and they're like, oh yeah, it's different. You definitely didn't break our promise of not doing another run, limited run.
yes, that would be the one. God,
Listen, need to get all the Gojuluses, okay? All of them.
You're going to be paying a pretty penny then.
Oh, I know.
I
I want to
think the
collect
original
every
is
single
the
Zoid
grand
ever
now.
released.
You could probably
Yeah.
find someone play the original for like $500 if you're lucky.
Yeah, it's difficult to find the original.
Or you-
This one that
yeah.
they're releasing is supposed to be basically a. It's supposed to kind of be like a repackage of the, but I don't know.
They keep on releasing new ones, I stopped caring.
Yeah.
If they make the Brachio though, I'll be on board with that.
Jesus Christ! I
That's
can just
also like 10 times bigger than anything else they've done before. The Ultrasaurus, I think it's called.
There was one that we were talking about. I don't know. I think it's the Death Star.
Oh.
That was the huge one.
Yeah, I mean Ultrasaurus is huge too.
Yeah.
To give you an idea how big it is, the blade legger fits in the barrel of the gun,
Jesus.
and it's like 1,000
That'd be
times
like
bigger than
a
that.
statue in your house.
Yeah, it's. But you know, I'm constantly reminded how Zoids has very questionable scales and dimensions,
yeah.
because they tell you max height 27.5 meters, but somehow a blade legger fits in the gun, which is like, you know, like a tiny fraction of its height. But you know
But you know how
not
cool it
questionable
would be to
math.
shoot a blade liger? Like that'd be pretty cool to shoot a blade liger.
I mean, that's how they kill the Death Star, right? They just shoot it out of a giant gun. Because who needs a bullet when he's got a thing covered in blades?
I would think that you'd want like some sort of what would be it, like a porcupine version of a Zoid. Want to put that in a barrel? Shoot that.
Well, they had like weird anime logic. Like the blade liger blades had some like anti-beam negating particles that allowed it to negate the full blast with the. Because they just shot it straight into the beam blast. Because, you know, not suicidal. But, you know, blade liger, power, plot armor, and magic wishes.
Magic wishes. God, it's been so long since I've seen that. I need to sit down and watch that again.
The story still aged pretty well, especially Chaotic Entry still aged very well story wise.
Yeah.
Cats are.
Everything after that, and what was it? Was it Zero Century? I keep on forgetting. Because it was Chaotic Century and New Century. After New Century, it just fell off.
I don't know if I watched anything from New Century.
New Century is the one with the Light Zero.
Oh.
And the Berserk Fury.
One thing I really like about Zoid are always like in terms of. I mean, you can get 5 different blade ligers and they're all the same thing. When you go from like different kits, they're all usually way different than like Gunpla, typical standard design of person,
And,
basically.
I mean,
Person
Kotobuki
robot.
does do recolors too. They're nothing new to recolors. I think they have like 4 or 5 different colors of the fucking blade liger.
Something like that.
Yeah, it's just I feel like there's more difference going from like a blade liger to a Gojulus than there is going from a
I see what you're talking about.
new Gundam to a Zaza, you know.
I can see what you're talking about, but I mean it's also because you're dealing with like beast themed mechs, so there's more leeway in terms of like being really different.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
You gotta remember, like Gundam likes to do this like developmental concept where like you take these baby steps and like some will just step by step become different from the previous generation. Except for like the quote unquote prototype suits or Gundams that like try to branch out and inserting new technologies.
Yeah.
And then you have series that like really abuse recycling hard, like Age, where it's like change the head, give it new colors, cover up the Age logo, and yeah, it's a new mech. 2 new pieces, it's a new model kit.
I wish I saw more of the. Just haven't seen a lot of Gundam War Zoids. I just really like the Zoids.
The Zoids kits are all nice. It's just HMM is like their baby child, their moneymaker. They've been on a good reprinting spree lately in the last like 2 years. They've been reprinting stuff a lot. So it's been a good time to put a pre-order in for kits. Except obviously if you already bought these kits, you're sort of out of luck because these new kits have the new water slides that the previous kits didn't have.
Yeah.
So everyone's offloading their old kit to buy the new one so they can have water slides. Which is a shame. But it's luckier for newer collectors, because they can get a sort of on a cheaper end of things.
Yeah, but the thing is, if you get the repackage or the repackage, you get there's another version. But they put that on the box art, and they changed the box art, and so I'm kind of trying to do something with a display where I utilize the box art in a way that it's kind of like a box that holds the model kit inside, and it has the box art as like the background, and then the sides of the box all around, so it would show repackaged version. So I have to collect every single Zoid, including the repackaged version. It's kind of my angle.
Well, good luck on that bleeding the money. It's gonna be a little bit of expenditure in that end.
Oh god, it's gonna be horrible. Dave, I'm not gonna be able to donate for a while.
Oh, I'm sure.
I mean, luckily there isn't like an insane amount of Zoids kits from Kotobukiya.
It's like 50, and that's not counting color variation.
50 is pushing it. I would say maybe 20 tops before you start getting into random color variations and stuff like that.
Oh yeah. So all of these parts. Wait, let me zoom back out. All of these parts are going into the junk bag.
I'm trying to remember the last real actual new kit they did that wasn't like a recolor variant, which I think is the Storm Sorter was the last kit they did. Well, I take that back.
I thought it was the Scorpion
Liger, the Wild Liger was the newest one, but I hate the kit, so I refuse to acknowledge it as a Proper Zoids kit. It's also in a weird scale.
I thought the Scorpion one was the newest all design.
No, Death Stinger is like 5 years old now.
Oh.
Pretty old. They're doing a new recolor though. There's a new recolor coming out, but that's it.
I pre-ordered that too.
And then there's a Chinese company doing an upscaled Death Stinger. It's like 150 scale instead of 172nd. It's like 10 or 12.
It's Supernova, and they're supposed to be pretty good. No, they are bootleg copies.
It's literally just upscaled. I think they might have like extra like a detail or two more, but it's the kit you can tell is literally just they just upscaled it.
So, Dr. Hasoon says in the chat, anyone have any idea about the 150 scale Death Stinger? Looks huge.
That is the one. That's the one we're talking about.
Yeah.
It's literally just upscaled. I don't like idea of getting that because it throws the rest of your collection out of scale. That's how I personally feel. I like stuff, everything staying up in the same scale.
That's fair, but like definitely going for different model kits, you're gonna have different scales just from the different companies because they're not all universal.
Yeah, I mean, the Code of Wiki does stuff all 1 second though, which is nice.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, the Wild Liger is the exception because that universe has a weird scale. The Zoids are much smaller than that universe.
Yeah, the Zoids are definitely.
Which is why they can put it in 1/35th scale so that it ends up being roughly the same size kit as the 1/72nd Ligers.
Mm-hmm. They did a recolor version of that one. It's a Kotobuki exclusive that I'm gonna try to pick up.
For which one?
The Wild Liger.
Oh yeah.
I think it was the version.
I mean, they always do recolors of Ligers. The Blade Liger has like 5 different colors.
Yeah. I kind of like what they did with the Liger Zero though. They had like the different armor sets, like the Panzer, the Schneider, and Jaeger.
They didn't really ever come back to that concept. But it is definitely their best-selling kit.
And then they made all of the, Go ahead.
No, go ahead. Go ahead.
I was gonna say, and then they made all the armor pieces like separate kits too. Buy the Liger Zero, or just buy one of the Ligers, like the Liger Panzer, and then you could swap out the parts.
Ironically,
kit.
those armor swap out kits ended up being like as much as like the regular kit after like people start scalping them.
Yeah, that's what
after the scalpers.
And then it was just cheap. It's just cheaper to buy the whole brand damn kit. And then you actually try swapping out parts. You're like, oh, I don't ever want to do this ever again.
Yeah, that's what I did to get my Panzer because
You're like, this is such a pain in the ass. Just keep it on. Get 3 Ligers instead.
yeah, that's what I did for my Panzer because the markup was so freaking crazy to get the actual Panzer. It actually ended up being cheaper for me to get a Zero, which I think I got from somebody. It was brand new, but I got basically from like an online kit sale. And then I think I spent $45, $35, something like that for the Panzer add-on. I still never built it. It's in the closet. Someday.
That Panzer's the only reason why I participated in that Kotobuki kit contest for model kit competition in LA, just so I could get the 2nd place Panzer. I remember I was like, don't get 1st place, don't get 1st place, don't get 1st place.
One thing I've noticed, a lot of the people that are creators and talk about Zoid kits, that's such a waste. There's like so much detail on the frames of those Zoids. Insane.
I mean, Kotobuki in general, there's more detail oriented in general in terms of kits. They was like putting in like more details.
I just feel like it's such a waste of a kit to not go ahead and paint it when they're like the Kotobuki kits are so insanely.
It's nice. I can understand some people not wanting to do it because like after a while you just get burnt out. Like you do a leg, like just paneling the leg, you're like, oh god, I need a break.
Yeah. The Ligers are especially painful doing the 4
It's
legs.
like, oh, here's the frame. Oh, I need like 8 colors that aren't like just subtle shade variations. Oh, fun. Be back.
Yeah.
We'll see you in a bit, Angala.
Bye, dude.
Man, the Zoids kits are a pleasure. I mean, their kits lately have been, last couple of years have been pretty good.
Whose kids?
Kotobuki?
Oh, Kotobuki. Yeah.
Like their
Sorry,
Soldia
your audio's
from
a
last
little
year.
weird.
No worries. Yeah, their Soldia from last year was really nice. Was it last year or was it the year before? Corona's thrown off my timing at the time.
Isn't it Kotobukiya do the Hexagear kits?
Yes, they are the hex. They do the Hexagear.
The Hexagears look, but I just haven't went and checked them yet.
They're pretty nice. They're basically they're sort of a mixed bag. They're sort of like frame arms. They're very conceptually very similar to frame arms kits. But they seem to have gone less standard mecha and more zoid type beast mechas for their mechs for the most part. They do have some more standard mecha, but
Yeah.
I think they've realized that the beast mecha's line is a huge money printer, so they've been doing that more. They do have a few nice standard mecha kits though. I think the annoying part is because they're made to be modular. You do have a lot of those like 3mm holes everywhere. It's a little annoying. But it's not really a big deal.
Yeah. I might check them out one of these days. But that's after I finish my Zoid collection.
Yeah, some of those kits are pretty big and fun. Like I think they're called the Any Rage. It's like a big like dragon pterodactyl thing, wyvern type of thing. It's expensive kit, like 100. I think it's like 100 or so retail.
Dr. Hasoon, what do you love about Hex? Enlighten us.
Well, if it's the one I'm
Besides the
thinking
fact
of,
that they're sturdy.
he has been teasing me over the last few months because he got the what's the one, John, that you buy the legs, the hands, the arms, the torso, like everything's.
Oh, the gigantic.
Yes, he's been teasing
that's
me
not
with it.
Hexagear, that's just the MSG. That's just the MSG set.
Oh, okay.
Whatever.
But yeah, he's been teasing me with that for the whole time that he's been building it.
Maybe I need to start building again so I can save.
Yeah, the Anurag's pretty huge and enjoyable. I
found Dave's video from 7 years about the Gojulus. And I was like, God damn it, I forgot.
I think that was my last happy. Well, okay, so this is going to sound like a complete jackass comment, which it kind of is, but I don't know. I think that was probably one of my last, like, really happy Christmases.
What happened, Dave?
I don't know. My childhood got taken away. No, I really enjoyed, like, literally that Christmas. I got it, and over the holiday period, I literally sat, wife watched movies, I sat in the middle of the living room with runners all over the fucking place, just sitting, hacking, and building that guy, and it took me the whole holiday break to build it. It was a lot of fun.
I'm gonna have to build like 3 of them.
Yeah. Save 2-3 months.
Mhm.
Take a holiday. You ready not to want to build kits for a while after that?
It'll take me longer. I work like up to 70 hours a week, so I really only have the weekends, and a lot of time on the weekends I'm sleeping the entire weekend.
Oh, I know. I'm just saying when you take a 3-month break, you know, just be aware that you're not gonna want to touch a kid after 3 months.
Yeah. And that's if I don't just paint everything, you know? That'll take me even longer.
I mean, have fun disassembling.
Yeah.
That's gonna be a weekend.
I might not even disassemble. I might just like bag them up, separate them out, paint them individually, but
Just make sure to prep the kit for disassembly when you're building it, or else you're gonna have a very bad time.
Cut all your
You have to
pegs.
build a Zoids kit, you're gonna be in for a different experience. significantly tighter.
Definitely want to trim all your parts at an angle, or all your pegs.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, because Kodo kits, they fit together a lot tighter than Bandai kits do.
There's basically no tolerance. There's insane tolerance.
Yeah. When they say snap together, they mean for the lifetime.
And then they got like those really loose ball joints like that on one of those kits. At least the older one.
Hey, Michelle. Or Michele.
Man, I like watching better, Dave. I actually get the little music.
Wait, don't you get the music when you watching the live stream?
Well, yeah, but I have one of them muted.
You mute the stream so that you don't have an echo and hear yourself talk.
Oh, gotcha. Alright, where am I? Okay. So I need that part. And okay, so I'm gonna assume one of those.
Melissa saying hey. Michelle saying hey.
Hey Michelle, how are you?
I think she's curious about what happened after that Christmas.
Oh, I honestly don't know. Like, maybe I grew up. I really don't know. Like, and I'm sure I have had good holidays and stuff. Don't get me wrong, but there's just something about that one that I was just happy. I was like a little kid, literally sitting in the middle of my living room floor, cross-legged, not being able to walk afterwards because of atrophy, and just building a freaking kit. Like, it was awesome. Oh, for those of you that and I'm glad to hear you're doing well. For those of you that have this kit, and you'll notice in the instruction manual that this piece actually looks like it's connected, and it should be, but everyone's is broken off because it was paper thin. Do not panic. Don't worry about contacting the company for replacement parts, because it won't matter. Even if they send you one, it's still going to be broken. This is actually not a structural integrity thing. Like, it's going to be fine. I think I showed Djibouti like a test fit of it together, and it literally did not make any difference. So don't panic. Where's my instruction? And so this one should be interesting. Okay, so this piece is going to go up here. We'll test fit, push it on. We'll push it real good. Dun, 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 dun. Okay. That's it for a second. So this one over here. Says it's going to go into here. Just going to dab a glue. that for a minute. Let's see here. Dr. Hasoon, anyone recommend an Iron Kong? Been eyeing for years. Iron Kong was an awesome build. And it looked very impressive sitting on the shelf. I did do one. And I think I ended up, which one did I do? I did the version that had all the freaking guns. Like all the guns. And it was good. Yeah. I enjoyed very much. And it was big. It was actually pretty big.
So there's 2 Iron Kongs that are probably the best ones if you're looking for to do. There's a snow one, Snow Iron Kong or whatever. It's like white and it's pretty cool. But if you want like the guns with all the belts and ammo belts and stuff like that, you want to go with.
Yeah, you just want the Imperial one that has all the weapons on it. It's Imperial Empire, what they call them.
So for these little like vent things, you're going to be better off just laying a little bit of glue in here and then sliding them in. Just like that. So it should, and I'll give you guys a closer look here in a little bit. I've been holding these 2 pieces together, so. Let's see here. Now we have some small vents that need to go in. So one is going to go. Zoom in. Focus. So one is going to go right here. Are you building something, John, or playing a game?
Playing a game.
Okay.
I'm the burnt out from building. I had to build that stupid giant mechanical factory thing. The bootleg from Dakota 1 playset. And that wasn't enjoyable. Had to loosen every damn hole and peg to get anything to fit.
No, I'm not sure if I give that. Okay, so I give them partial credit, but at the same time, I'm like, why? Like, some of these, like these little vents and stuff, I understand that they did it for the modeler. But another part of my brain goes, you could have just cast that in there. And I saw one of the hobby channels or something like that. I saw they did a video, some about the Perfect Grade Unleashed having a fatal flaw or something like that, and I didn't end up catching the video yet. I'll have to.
Is it the one about the shoulder joint that they made like a big deal out of? That wasn't a big deal.
Oh, I don't know, but maybe. Or were people having issues with that?
Someone was like, "Oh my god, I saw a video where it tore the shoulder." I'm like, I literally, that's the only video I've ever seen where someone had issues with the shoulder.
Oh. Well, don't be so fucking rough with your kids.
Yeah, I'm like, I've never seen that been an issue with that kit, so.
I'm of the opinion that we should be able to drop it out of flying in the sky, and the kit should survive because they're supposed to be giant mecha robots that can destroy everything. You know.
Well, you're gonna be very sad about what happened to that high-grade titanium Gundarium kit.
It said titanium on it. That's false advertising.
No, they said Gundarium. Very different things.
That means it's even better, right?
Let me tell you, it didn't have a happy ending.
so I'm missing a piece. Let's see. My cat, I swear, is retarded. That's right, YouTube. You heard me say it. I turn around, and he's literally just staring at the wall. There's nothing to see over there. He's just staring at it. Fucking weirdo. And people wonder why they think like cats try to steal your soul when you sleep. Because I'm pretty sure they are. But they make great cat thief deterrents. Let's see here. How about you guys watched yesterday? That's what I thought. Hello. So, okay, what else have we got? So I am missing, I'm sure it's in a baggie somewhere. I will find it at some point. Now if I'll just remember where it goes. I ended up putting in the vent over here. Well, we did that vent and that vent. That vent. I can't find this vent. Oh wait, never mind. I found it. I almost threw it in the freaking garbage bin, like my resin trash bin. Because I literally thought it was just a freaking clipping. Look out on that one. And in you go. Yes, I know. That's why LOL, he's seen into the fourth wall. He's seen into some wall. Don't know which wall, but and remember that piece is broken. Yes, I know that piece is broken. We're getting there. We're getting there. But here's the really weird piece. Really weird part. Okay, so there's that. We will get to you in a second. Okay, so put that over there. That's all built. That's all built. We'll give you... Come on. But really? You can focus. That's a good camera. Who's a good camera?
There you go.
Alright, so we've got all that. And we'll flip it around this way. And then we got this part. Now that it's not falling apart. Next part, we need this. We need this. We need that piece. That piece. And that piece. That's gonna fit on just like that. We're just gonna dab it on. Check over here, make sure I got no one else in. Hanging out in any of the other chat rooms. No, okay. Little dab there. And keep in mind, I have already cleaned up most of these parts for the most part, at least all the pouring tabs and everything, so had some foresight for once. I went, oh, you know what's going to happen is I'm going to end up wasting all my time nipping and sanding and not getting anything built. Okay, so there is this piece.
I can head out, Dave. Y'all take care.
All right, have a good one.
You too.
Let's see. Dr. Hasoon, man, this kit is so complex. Tiny pieces all over. Yeah. I'm going to have to fix this chip that's in here, but we will worry about that later on. Now.
Paul.
Ah, hey, Paul. Looked up online how this kit looks. Love the details and the size increase. Too bad I can't afford it. Look forward to seeing more, Dave. Always, anyways, I'm off to bed. Take care. See you later. Have a good one, Paul. I will talk to you later. All right, now we're going to get on to the part that Djibouti's been waiting for this whole time. So these two pieces are supposed to be together, but they're not. And if you look in the instruction manual, it looks so much thicker, and it's not. And so we're going to take that piece and that piece, that piece and that piece, and we're going to set his fears aside. Do-do-do-do. We're gonna let that sit for a second. We got this little piece, which is going to go right into the hexy area. That, like that. Just trying to make sure I get the pieces in the right directions. There's that. And now we're going to take this piece, we're going to flip it over, are you watching, Djibouti? It's expensive, honestly. Yeah. Okay, Djibouti. I want to make sure that you're seeing this. As it got me working all day. Someday Gundam set me free. Alright, well, hopefully Djibouti is watching. So, these two broken pieces. This piece right here, okay, goes on the bottom side.
Yeah, Watch it.
Okay. So that's the first piece, you know, the little broken piece. The other broken piece is going right here. And we'll hold it down to glue it. So literally it makes zero difference that that piece is broken. Because it's not weight bearing, it's not anything like that. So, for those with concerns about the broken piece that goes onto the wing part, that's what ends up happening when you put it all together. It is non-weight bearing. It fits in there perfectly. So, no stressing. Now for the last couple pieces. But before that, I am going to take a real quick break because evidently Rockstar wants out. So I will be back in just a couple minutes. And we're back.
Welcome back.
Thanks. You know, I wonder how some of these streamers go for like hours and hours and hours. Like, and they like just don't take a break. I'm like, are you cathetered? Like, do you have a catheter in right now? Like, you gotta go to the bathroom at some point. No, I can't leave my stream. Bullshit. I'm not chin.
Well, you know.
Go ahead.
Maybe they just have like a down there, a bucket, or
maybe fucking Mountain Dew bottle, something.
Maybe they can just hang it off the side of their chair. And it's so long it sits in the bucket.
Yeah, because I'm like, look, I love each and every one of you guys that are in the chat. But I am not chancing a fucking UTI or a bladder infection for you. I'll risk my kidneys for Leon throwing money at me, but that's only a temporary pain.
You didn't even have to go to the bathroom that much that night.
I didn't go to the bathroom at all.
Man, I was surprised.
Me too.
When I drink beer, I mean, I gotta go all the time.
Yeah, beer has that effect, but for some reason, like hard alcohol doesn't. But what was it? I told John, I go, you know what? I actually think that was probably my best stream ever. I got smashed. I timed it out properly. You know, the first shot started wearing off by the time I took the next shot. And I think everything went fairly well. And because I had the buzz, I was concentrating on not doing anything stupid. And I think the build actually went fairly well. So then
I'm laughing on the inside right now. See, Gorilla. It's like, I keep thinking about that Gorilla Glue girl.
Oh my god. I was joking with my wife. I'm like, oh, you know what? I might do that to my back hair just so, you know, I never have to worry about it again. It'd just always be slicked back there. She's like, you're fucking retarded. Let's see here. Michelle puts buckets in the chat. What do I use to clean a paintbrush after I'm done? Or the wait, anyone use Meditaire airbrush or a paint? You use soap and water, alcohol. It's acrylic paint. You use anything that you'd clean an acrylic paint with. Or the airbrush, you clean it with airbrush cleaner, soap and water. Again, anything like that. I have a tendency, though, I have a spray booth and stuff, and I don't know if you do or not, but I have a tendency, well, you can use alcohol too, but I have a tendency, like when I'm done airbrushing for a session, even if I'm just airbrushing with acrylic paints, I will run a squirt or two of lacquer thinner through the airbrush. You know, I'll let it sit for a minute or so, and then I'll run a squirt or two of it through it, because lacquer thinner eats acrylic paint, and that way you don't have any residue and shit left in there. Let's see. All right, so evidently I'm having Carl's Jr. for dinner.
Sweet.
So I don't have to cook.
Getting,
What's that?
what are you getting, Dave?
Carl's Jr.
You can't just leave us hanging and say Carl's. You gotta tell us what exactly you're getting.
So I am not a fry person, but I like their waffle fries. So I'm getting waffle fries and a was it a double superstar, whatever it is. I don't like any of their like big burgers or their other ones because they end up being too dry. At least here the way they do them. So that's it.
I feel like
Simple.
Carl's or like varies at like when I was in Carl's Jr. burger. Then I come over here to the East Coast, and they changed the name over here. It's called something else, and it's like not as good as it was over there. Like all the burgers burnt charred. It's
oh
like,
yeah. Well, you know, I've noticed, like if we leave the Fresno area and we go anywhere, like In-N-Out here is it's pretty good, but their fries are always usually crap for some reason. But if we're going out of town, we'll stop at In-N-Out on our way to LA, and it's always like the burger is perfect, the fries are perfect, like it's everything that we wanted. It all has to do with, you know, how freaking people do things.
yeah.
Okay, why are you not? Do. Evidently, the little bit of glue that I put on there just wasn't satisfactory because it was still kind of rattling around. Now, for you, those of you that are going, wait, huh? Yeah, just use some Dawn dish soap, warm soapy water, run it through the airbrush. You can do it that way. You can do it with alcohol. I don't suggest using like Windex and stuff. I know a lot of people do, oh, just use Windex. I wouldn't, because you're putting ammonia through your airbrush. even though the seals on there are supposed to be like really good, ammonia can be bad for. Plus, you don't want to be aerosoling freaking ammonia in your house. Unless your name's Dave and you're trying to kill your cat. But
And we all know you snort rotten dust like it's coke.
pretty much. Pretty much. You scrape out, I probably have a good size, real grade size resin kit in my lungs at this point.
I would venture. Great.
Yeah,
You've been doing this, what, like 10 plus years now?
Yeah. And yes, you should wear a mask, and when I'm grinding and stuff, I do. But for the most part, like, I got it down to where I can be safe with it.
We're gonna have to get a strain pool together to use that void. Just a donation spree and get Dave the void so he cannot die.
But my problem with the void is, like, you literally have to have it like where the Rockstar can is to where you're working on it. And if I'm going that crazy, I'm just going to sand and stuff in the spray booth. It does just the same amount, if not more, suction than that, and it's not $300. Like, I understand their concept. I can't knock their concept on that at all, but like, I guess.
But it's free content, Dave. Okay? If we get a stream to pull together to get you the void, it's free content.
Yeah, but at the same time, if I just happen to yak up a resin chunk, that's content too. Like, don't do what Dave did.
Yeah, there you go.
I'll be like,
One
wow.
day you're just gonna puke up the head of a high noob.
Yeah, pretty much. All right, so let's see. What do we got here? So far, I didn't even show you guys a nice up and close. So here is this part. Kind of looks like a bird. Rotate it around. So it uses no parts from the original kit. This is the center part of... if I flip it around, come on. So here is... change my views. So here is one side of the wings, and here's the other, like the center part, and then there's another one of these over here. And why are you not focusing? Did you go to sleep but you're still on? Sounds like my wife. She fell asleep, but she's still there. Doesn't matter. It's still going to be a good time. Anyway. We got both shoulders built. We got that part. This whole thing can... so you can kind of see what the difference is. Like, a lot. Like, there is a lot of detail difference between the two. Okay, so there's that. We'll throw this into the bag of high new parts. Michelle's crying, and then she's making... I'm not sure what... That kind of looks like a face I made after I've eaten at the taco truck, so not exactly sure what that face is.
What do you have against taco trucks, Dave?
Nothing. That's just it. I have nothing against taco trucks. I fucking love Mexican food. Though you don't really have real Mexican food out there. You have the equivalent of like
On the East Coast?
Applebee's.
No.
Yeah, you have like Applebee's, and
No.
they're sizzling fajitas.
But when I was an OTR truck driver, always in Laredo, dude, right on the border between Texas and Mexico. And you could get some good tacos there, dude.
Oh, I'm sure. The best ones are the ones that you question. Like, they've got the little push trolley with the little gas like flat burner stove on there, and you're questioning like what kind of meat that is and everything, but they're out there and they're just
Yeah.
like, oh, give me like fucking 6, and they look at you like, oh, 6? I'm white, I have the money, give me 6. And they're
In
okay.
Washington, there was a lot of taco trucks too.
Oh, was there?
Yeah, in Washington State, there's
Mhm.
a ton, dude. We had a taco plus right outside of the gas station I used to work at. They were like, they made the best quesadillas I've ever had in my life, and I've never had good quesadillas ever since then.
Wait, where's that piece? Okay. Can we delve into this? Can I knock this out? Yeah, yeah, I can work on it. But first, wait, hold on. Nori hasn't stopped by today. Okay. So if he does, or if he watches back the stream, I'm just going to borrow this from Nori, because well, it's got his name on there. Just peel it off. That off. Ultimately, all I think I really need, if I remember correctly, is just that. I think that's all I really need. Jabi, the Mexican food in the Northeast is not authentic. It's like Impossible Whopper. Yeah, I fully believe that. Like, and look, there's some places here like it's authentic Mexican food, and then you have the places that are telling you it's authentic, and you think it should be, but it just doesn't quite taste right. The best. So, right down the street from me is a place called Robertito's, and it's a walk up now, but they were so busy they literally had 2 locations across the street from each other. And I don't mean like across like a 4-lane highway or anything like that. I mean literally like a 2-lane highway. You could literally walk from one to the other in like 3 minutes. Anyway, so they have something called asada fries. Oh god, I'm going to start drooling right now. So they're basically just fries. They're nothing really special about them. Fries with carne asada and cheese and guacamole, and basically like nachos, but they're fries. God, so good. So oily too, but
Were they like, what kind of cheese? Was it like actual cheese, or was it like the nacho?
no, it's actual like shredded cheese. They put like 3 different cheeses on there.
So one of my biggest pet peeves whenever I go to these stores that say they have like fries is they'll always use the like the nacho cheese.
Oh yeah, that's so
Terrible.
gross. So gross.
But the ones that use the actual cheese are great.
So I will tell you, if you want a good, like for making like homemade nachos, a good cheese, because I know you guys have Smart and Final out there. Yeah, so it's not a Costco. It's usually like restaurants. You can get restaurant supplies and like, you know, the 5-gallon things of like flour and all that other kind of crap there, but they're open to the public.
Okay.
So they have their own brand, which is called First Street. Like whatever that is, you can get name brand. They have a knockoff name for a street, and they have a nacho cheese, comes in a 1 gallon can, because it's made for restaurants. And it's actually really freaking good. It's got a good spice to it. It's good if you're ever having like a get together and you just want to have like nachos, like make yourself like a little nacho bar. It's really good. Okay, so what we're going to show you on this is the parts that end up getting cut off. So this section here is going to get cut off, and this section is going to get cut off. So I'm going to swing over here. We're going to grab our Madwork snippers that I may need to order a new pair because I may have screwed them up. I don't know. We'll see. Damn it. Okay. So literally all you have to do is follow the angle of this piece right here, and you'll be good. This one over here, you are literally going to, let me double check because it says over in here. Don't want to. So on this one over here, you just want to cut off. You just want to cut off this lip. If you'll focus on it, there's a lip right here. You just want to cut even with that. Just like that. So pretty easy peasy on that. Not too crazy. You want to file these down. Let's see here. They use flour tortilla instead of corn tortilla. Hey, I actually don't have anything. I don't have an issue. Like if I'm making tacos at home and stuff, I actually like the flour tortillas. Corn is good too, but I like the flour tortillas, especially in like the street tacos, because the corn ones just fall apart really quick. And I know if you're eating them fast enough, they can't fall apart. But Death079, now I need carnitas or barbacoa or fucking bastards making me starving and drooling over here. Bad influences, people. Bad influences.
You want to go back to freaking Laredo, Texas. At the same time, I don't, man. Like, there's a dude there when I was getting my CDL and first getting my truck to go OTR. He was trying to get us to run cocaine across the border.
The fuck?
Like, I'm not even joking, dude. He approaches us and he's like, "Yo, man, if you want to run $100,000 real quick, you know, just a month, $100,000, run cocaine across the border." I'm like, no thanks, bro. Yeah, man, my brother's.
That's crazy. I'm not surprised, but that's crazy.
Great tacos, terrible place.
There's so many people from here in Cali that have moved to Texas, and a lot of them have actually moved back, but they're moving back to like Corpus Christi and questionable areas. Most of the people I know that have moved to like Austin have been happy, or another place they moved to and then they moved back from is Dallas. keep thinking that I need to change up the background music, but then again, I'm like, I really like the music that I chose.
You could have chat. You like the music? Say yes. Want. Say no. I don't know. One or two. Whichever.
Well, if I change it, I'd either have to make a whole new playlist, background track like I did for the video I did a few weeks ago of Gundam chill and build music, or actually it wasn't really chill, it was kind of all crazy. Djibouti's making faces about tacos. Christian Mosqueda, what? Oh, go ahead.
I was gonna say, I actually like them. I'm just trying to see what chat thinks.
Yeah, I like it because it's just kind of chill. It's not loud. Christian Mosqueda, what primer do you use for your resin kits? So for my resin kits, depending on what I want, I'll use Mr. Surfacer 1000. Now I have recently picked up some Nazca primer, but I haven't used those yet. But my go-to is Mr. Surfacer 1000. That is my go-to. It's always worked perfectly for me every time. It's never flaked or anything like that. So yeah, that is my number one choice. Unless there is a caveat, unless I'm doing something like a little like something like this, like a resin mini or a figure or something like that, and then something like this, I'll just end up using the Vallejo surface primer, black, gray. They make several different colors. Let's see here. Where am I? Plus 24/7 Mexican restaurants. Midnight Munchies. Yes. Flour tortillas. Oh God. Djibouti. No. Alan, the only time flour tortillas are acceptable are burritos. They can't make. Speaking of, so at my work, I have managed to let the girls let me leave the TV in the lobby on the cooking channel, and they were some Mexican restaurant in Mexico. I swear to Jesus on a stick. Wait, I actually have to zoom out for this. They made a burrito that was easily 13 to 14 inches long and was that big around. Like 4 people were eating this thing. Oh, I was drooling so much at work. And they hand make their tortillas and everything. Oh, it was tortillas have too strong a flavor. Corn tortillas have too strong a flavor. I prefer flour for texture, and they aren't overpowering. I'm kind of the same way. Like, I mean, there's a time and place for corn, and there's a time and place for me for flour. But at the same time, on the reverse of that, my wife likes crunchy taco shells, and I prefer soft tacos. All right. So let's see. We've got
I like
this.
crunchy. I'm a crunchy guy.
Yeah, if I'm doing general, like, I'm not really picky either way. But if I'm doing homemade tacos, I prefer soft taco shells. So they seem to hold up better. Okay. There's that. Did I put this in beforehand? I don't remember if I did or not. I did not. Now, it didn't show me to put it in first, but I think I remember... No, I was good. Sorry, I'm just talking to myself, people. Don't worry. I haven't lost it yet.
Believe that, Dave, for a second.
Alright, I hope Djibouti is happy. I'm using one of his glues, and it's actually working out fairly well. I am liking that dispenser. It is working. Let's see here. So that used two tortillas. I like corn for those simple asada, white onion, cilantro, and lime street tacos. Like 8 of those. Let's see here. I made chicken nachos last night. Nice. Al Pastor. Oh god. Everybody's just going to fucking leave the stream and go get fucking Mexican food. Now I'm sure we have some poor people that are from like countries that don't even know what Mexican food is, literally. They're going to be left out. And I kind of feel bad for them.
Well,
So,
I'm gonna be left out regardless. I don't even have taco trucks here.
Yeah.
I'm in a poor country.
Poor country. Oh, Jesus Christ. It should be rephrased, you live in a poor countryside.
I guess. East Coast is pretty rich.
I mean, culturally speaking. Sorry. I should have rephrased that.
Oh, cultural. Yeah, everyone's just mad at each other.
Yeah, but one thing that I am jealous about you living on the East Coast about is like you probably have good Jewish delis out there. Good delis in general, but like a good Jewish deli. Like, you can find some in LA here, but what's that?
You know what that is?
What? I mentioned Jewish delis and you come out of the closet? Tells me where your allegiance is. So Jewish deli is where you can go and get like everything's of course is kosher, you know, natural, no hormones, shit like that. But like all their meats are just really like just an awesome like pastrami sandwich or something. Oh my god, they pile on the pastrami like 3-4 inches thick on a pastrami sandwich. And you're just like, I just wanted a normal one. They're like, this is the normal one. Okay.
I thought, what was that word you... The one, describe...
The what's that?
What's that word that you just used that is what...
Kosher?
Jewish people typically... Yeah, kosher.
Yeah.
I thought that just meant it was blessed by a rabbi.
No. So
No?
they actually...
Okay.
I only know this because I'm married to one. So I have learned a lot over the years. I've also learned that a lot of them are closet bacon freaks. Because you're not supposed to eat pork when you're Jewish. Because it's an unclean meat. Religiously speaking. But a lot of people have realized
Alright.
it's okay to eat pork because there's refrigerators now. That's why there's the rule in the religion of no mixing dairy with meat, and also no eating pork because pork goes bad quickly. Well, back in the olden days, and they didn't have refrigerators, and you could die. So that's a pretty good reason.
Yeah, that's a lot of stuff.
I'm literally looking down at the floor, and my cat has sat in a 8x8 Tupperware box. Just sitting in it. He pulled out the paper towel that was in the bottom of it. And now he's sitting in it. He better not piss in it. So anyway. So what was it gonna, so they have very high standards. Like the areas and everything, the meat has to come from a certain type of dairy. The meat has to be handled a certain way. It has to be cured a certain way. Everything, there's a very cleanliness way of how everything is prepared and stored and so on and so forth. And then it is blessed by a rabbi, but yeah, so that's the thing with the kosher stuff.
Okay.
So yeah, so it's not like a rabbi just came in and shalom. It's good meat. Go sell it. So it's not quite like that. Fucking, that's 0079. I should have named my firstborn El Pastor. I know, that's a great name. Locks and Bagel says Djibouti. Angola, that's the only part of it. Feed my family with one sandwich. Yeah, kosher meat. And let's see. How could people mess up Pastor though? You'd be surprised. You would be surprised. Let's see here. Yeah, it was funny when I met my wife and like she took me to like Passover for the first time, because a lot of her family hadn't met me yet, and at the time I was like 20. So we've been together for freaking ever. Anyway, so I was like 20, and I had long hair at the time, and her family was cracking up so much because they're like, oh look, Heidi brought Jesus to Passover, because my hair was all long and curly, and yeah, they had a blast with me for the first couple holidays.
Caked in resin.
Yeah, at that time though, I didn't have any clue about resin. Like, I didn't know anything about resin at that point. Let's see here. Oh god, and I said not enough pineapple. Pineapple raw will melt pork. I've done it. It's easy to mess up El Pastor. We go Crespo. Ooh, same part I'm currently working on. Nice. So I'm right now. I have a big ass paper clip holding this together to crimp it together. And what else can I work on while I'm waiting for that? I guess I can throw on some other oddball parts. Ooh. I wonder where my other clamp is. I did order, and it is downstairs. I actually ordered a chest mount for my GoPros. I got it mainly for unboxing stuff, either not here at the house or downstairs, like big stuff like I have to do for maybe tomorrow, when it's just not convenient to set up the there it is. When it's not convenient to set up the big camera.
Are we gonna get Dave riding his scooter streams?
You may, but I will try and refrain and have those on the weekends, like scooter Saturdays or scooter Sundays. It'll basically just be partly reviews and modifications and stuff like that, because I already know some of my ideas on modifying this beast to make it bigger and better.
We're not getting any Dave going to work streams.
No, because those only last like 4 minutes. Like, I literally driving takes me 7 or 8 minutes, and on the scooter it takes me like 4. Don't ask me why. It's faster on the scooter, and yet it's slower than the car. Oh, I know why. Because I don't stop at red lights and stuff. I freaking corners, and all of a sudden I'm a pedestrian in the crosswalk. Will you be putting magnet in the bar? Okay, so I did on this one. This one I did. I'm not going to tonight because I don't have that kind of time tonight, but I will on next Tuesday when we come back to this. But to show you, I did. Like, there's a magnet there. Magnet there. Snaps in. I also put a magnet here and a magnet here. So that is removable. If you chose and you wanted to do the other piece in here, you could. But, I mean, you have these big cannons. Like, why would you put those other pieces? Djibouti says, well, I'm off to bed. Need some rest. First day of 7 days, my 7 days on. Night, everyone. Have a good one. I will talk to you later. What size magnet did you use? So, I primarily use 1/8 inch in 52 magnets. That's generally like the only size that I end up using. I have a couple like smaller ones and I have bigger ones, but the bigger ones are usually for of course bigger pieces. And you're gonna make me stick you on there all night, aren't you? All night long. We're just going to milk the glue into there. Yeah. Yes, that's a modeling term. Milking the glue in there. I just made it up. Copyright, patent pending. Let's see. Let's see here. Oh, I was thinking 2mm. Might have to be rethinking that. Let me pull out the magnet or the ruler. And so let's see here. So 1/8 inch is about 1/8 inch is about 2.5 to 3 millimeters. So 2mm, yeah, 2mm would probably be a little small. I wouldn't quite trust that. Let me double check that just to make sure. Where are you? There's some 1/8 inch right there. Come here, you. Yes, I have a bin of magnets. 1/8 inch, 3 millimeters. You could try 2 millimeters, but I'd just be really careful with it. I mean, if you're just putting it into those posts and things, the gravity itself is going to end up holding it. But yeah. 9 o'clock. I will go for a little bit longer. Various sizes is a good idea. Yeah, I like having various sizes, but for this, yeah, 1/8 inch equals about 3 millimeters. And I think until I get this glue to set, which will probably be overnight. I think I had to do that last time. I am going to stop there before I break something. But I am going to put literally everything on hold. So definitely tune in next week at the same time. And we will finish off we'll finish off this side of the backpack piece and the other booster piece. And I think all I really have left is some weapon stuff and the fin funnels. I am not going to build all those fin funnels on stream. I will build a couple of them for you guys. But other than that, that's about it. Like I said, definitely stay tuned. Next Tuesday, we will pick this back up. I am going to work to stay on a schedule like this. Tune in tomorrow as long as I'm not super giddy and or something goes wrong and my wife kills me. But tune in tomorrow where we will work on the Kshatriya some more. And then on Thursday, we will work on the lower half of the Sasbi, the real grade Sasbi. And Friday is going to be a free-for-all, so who knows what's going to happen on Friday. Ow. Thank you, Leon, for stopping by in the chat. It has been a blast having you on.
No problem, Dave. Pleasure hanging out with you.
Yeah, I think Leon's watching Weeb stuff right now and like not really paying that much attention right now. He's watching Fate Stay.
Can you hear me, Dave?
So I can hear you, but I can't hear you, and that's why it scares me.
Listen, I said thanks for having me on, Dave. It was great. I agree.
No, I heard that part. It's just when you go really quiet for a long time, I'm like, oh, he's watching an anime or something. Of all the Zoids?
All of them. Every HMM kit. Making a master list.
All right. So, to Leon's girlfriend, I have no responsibility in this. But I did send him packages. So, those are for me, and he did not spend any money on those. Let's see here.
I'm gonna show her this video anytime.
Let's see here. Gawa says, I got a lot for minis. Thanks for the stream, Dave. Miguel Crespo, I accidentally bought some very large ones and then 2mm ones. Wait, Fight Friday. Dave is an anime. Wait, what do you mean? Is there a fight on Friday? And then Dave is an anime. Maybe Dave will come on Friday dressed as an anime, kinda. As a weeb girl? Maybe? I don't know. I don't think Leon's been around for that. I think I've actually only done it once, so yes, I've actually been on. Oh, I told you about that. The whole wig thing.
Yeah, I've seen the previous stream.
Yeah. I don't know. Just altercation. Alliteration. Okay. So yeah, thank you very much. I appreciate each and every one of you guys. It's been a blast. And I mean, thank you for hanging out with me. Thank you for keeping me motivated. It's you guys that keep me doing this and posting videos and stuff. If it wasn't for you, then I would be sitting, or probably being a weeb, watching anime, just working on stuff, which is kind of what I did this weekend, and I managed to get her all done. I just need to do some sanding on her, a couple of pins, and she's ready for primer. So, yay. I don't... Do I have enough room over here? Hold on. I gotta do this. I can't even see this. Before we go off. Okay. This is going to look really weird because it's going to be sideways to you guys. Come on. You can do it. Come on, camera. Get my leg out of the way. Should be able to... Do I have to have a freaking...
Legs, Dave.
know it's legs.
Hey, did you?
Crank up that ISO. Yes, I'm wearing Uggies. So that's the tub that Tigger is now curled up in, which is only like 8 by 8. Keep in mind he's a 12-pound cat. Like it was.
You were just trying to show off your legs, Dave.
No, I do that enough. Like, oh, I turned around and he's literally all curled up in there. It is true. For cats, if it fits, it sits and or lays. And he's just as content as can be. Yeah. All right. So now that you guys seen the cat, it's been a cat stream. I could just pick him up and put him on desk, but I'm not going to. I will see you guys all in the next video, which hopefully should be tomorrow, unless I end up dying because of the big package if it gets delivered tomorrow. But we will end up seeing. I will see you guys all in the next video. Thanks, John, for stopping by. Thanks, Leon, for stopping by. Thank you, each and every one. And I will see you all in the next video. Peace.
Peace.